Hi guys, it's Heather. I have a few minutes and some squash that I needed to use up in my fridge, so I figured I would try and put together maybe my first cooking video. So here we are in my kitchen. Ignore the mess behind me. Don't look at it. It's not there. So I've got some squash, and I'm gonna do like a cheesy, creamy. Basically squash saute. It's sort of a throw together type meal. So we'll see how this goes. I think I'm kind of trying to drop the camera. I've got it a little MacGyvered here, but I think this will work. Okay. So, it is actually pretty late in the evening. My husband and daughter are at their game night, so it is just little old me. That's not a spoon. That's a spoon. So it is just little old me here. I had made chicken thighs earlier in the evening. As you can see, there is one. I had initially made 6 thighs. There is one sad, lonely thigh left. I claimed it in the name of Spain. So what I'm going to do is I've got the reserved like chicken fat and chicken juice that came off of that. I'm going to use that and a little bit of butter in my pan. Turn on my stove would be helpful. And I was thinking about doing something in the oven with the pan, but I'm going to actually put that guy back because I didn't have some of the ingredients that I thought I did. So that wasn't going to work out. So you get your pan going. I always start my pan on high heat. I don't know. It's a habit that I have that's probably not a great one. So about 2 tablespoons or so of the chicken grease. Turn that down a little bit. And I've got some butter here. About a tablespoon of the butter. And I was going to use eggs for that other recipe, so that ain't gonna fly anymore. I thought I was going to do something with like a cheesy bake, and it turns out I did not have enough ingredients to put that together, so that is one of my things. So that was out of the, thought I had cottage cheese and I did not, so that kind of put a damper on that idea. So I'm getting my fats warmed up and sort of mixed together. And I have 2 yellow squash that I've cut in half lengthwise and then just sliced. I also thought I had more heavy cream than I did, and I do not. So I would normally, probably in this recipe, add more heavy cream, but we're going to go with sour cream this time. It'll be just as good. I've done similar things before in the past, and they're quite tasty. So, just waiting for that to heat up a little bit more. I think that's why I start everything on high, is I'm just not patient enough to wait for everything to heat up. Okay, we'll pop it now. Turn that down. Dump in your squash. Up. I did a bad job cutting that guy. Okay. And we're going to let those guys go. Another one looks like I didn't cut good. And yes, I'm a little anal retentive about getting everybody separated. My spoon rest over here. Okay, and I have some pink Himalayan salt in my shaker there. And I love this Mrs. Dash. It's the table blend. It's got everything in it. And I am quite liberal with that. I also like being seasoned well. I also like the light salt from Morton. Not because it's less sodium, but because it's 50% sodium, 50% potassium. And as we know, when you're on a keto diet, you need that potassium fix, basically. Okay, grab a paper towel. Tap off my spoon. This would be awesome if you had bacon fat left over. I, of course, always save mine and then toss it in the freezer. And then chisel off a hunk of it when I need to cook something. But this would be great with bacon in it as well. So like you made bacon in the morning or something, reserve the fat off of that. Save a slice or two of bacon to chop up and throw in here. That would be awesome. Okay, I like easy recipes. Something that is stupid simple, you can throw together, not a lot of work. Turn the heat down because I like a little bit of tooth to my squash. I'm not normally a big squash fan. I actually got this squash from somebody, but I do like the zoodles and things you can do with it. My preference is actually to eat them raw. The yellow squash, I like to just slice them up and eat them with like ranch dressing. But this is a recipe that we've used similar things to for a long time. It's always a good one. So I'm going to start with I would probably say maybe a quarter to a half cup of sour cream. I don't have too many squash, so it's not like I did a big thing for a big family. Again, I'm the only person in my family that eats it, since the rest of my family is not doing keto. So, go ahead, give that a stir, and we will see what it looks like. Like I said before, I would probably use a little splash of heavy cream in this. If I had more, but I'm not going to because I want to use it in my coffee in the morning. So it would be good. Let me see what else I got. I'm actually out of garlic powder right now. That was the other thing I had. Oh well. I'm actually out of garlic powder right now, but what I do have somewhere over the rainbow is onion powder, which not quite the same thing, but still tasty. So I'm going to give a little sprinkle of that. This, normally we did this with sliced onions, and it is awesome. But I don't have onions, and they are higher in carbs. So, you know, if you're sticking strict keto, you may not want to do that. But again, this is sort of a what I have in the fridge kind of thing. I'm throwing it together. I figured I'd do a cooking video. I had Colby Jack cheese. I didn't have shredded, but I had a block of it, so I figured I'd just kind of slice it up in small little pieces. That's about, I don't know, 2-3 ounces maybe. I need to go grocery shopping, and I haven't had the opportunity to go by. So I will be doing that most likely tomorrow. I will be getting up early. It's nice having my daughter off from school. She can stay home and watch the babby, so I don't have to haul the infant child everywhere. I can kind of rely on her a little bit. That's good. Okay. And we're gonna do a little bit of parm. I got parm cheese. Pinch of that. Or 2. Let that mix together, and now the Colby's melting good. I will do the other recipe that I was thinking for this guy in a different video. It was gonna be more like a more together type bake deal with some cottage cheese and eggs to hold everybody together. So you work with what you got. Now, right now I ain't got a lot, so we're doing what we can. So a couple little pinches of mozzarella as well. Just stir it until that cheese is melted, kind of incorporated into the sour cream. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's actually looking pretty darn good. So I'm gonna turn that heat off. Cheese. As my daughter calls it, jizz. And we will back that up a little bit so we can see the bowl. Okay, now we will wait for that to cool down for a moment. Blow that, make it cool. Okay. All right, let's get the camera. Okay, let's give it a shot. Alrighty. That was so good. It's cheesy. There's still a little bit of tooth to the squash. I didn't cook it into mush, so it holds up a little bit against the thickness of the cheese and the sour cream. But I mean, you saw how simple that was, and it's delicious. I probably would have maybe backed off of the sour cream a little bit. It is a little sauce heavy, but other than that, it's awesome. So yeah, I mean, go get yourself some yellow squash. It's summertime. It is a summer squash. So yeah, and that was easy peasy. Have that. I'll probably stick that in the fridge because it's actually about, hold on. Yeah, it's about 10:30 at night, so I don't like to eat too late. But I will take that last sad, lonely little chicken thigh, and I will make him happy and put him next to the cheesy yellow squash. And I'll have that sucker for lunch tomorrow. So that'll be pretty tasty. And that's my first recipe video. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.